Hi lovelies, today I'm answering a $1 million question that I've been asked several times on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, in person, in my messenger. You guys, what does it take for you to make $1 million? What does it take for you to make 1,000, 20 dirham, $5, $1? In today's video, I'm going to give you the 5 basic necessities or requirements that one needs to have to start a YouTube, a Facebook, a TikTok, or social media platform. In other words, the 5 basic ones for you to be a content creator, a social media entrepreneur. Here we are. Why do I turn it like that? For you to think about getting money on a social media platform, you have to first think of how you can start. So most people think it takes $1 million to start a YouTube channel, to start a content entrepreneurship. Others think they need to have first have fancy cameras and other things. But in today's video, you are going to get the gist. I'll be showing you how I started, how my friend started, how other people were making it be started. I have a friend who has just been monetized on Facebook. She's monetized on YouTube. In fact, she's is a lady that I've been with in this journey of Facebook and YouTube. So here is you. Be ready. Let's dive in. But before I dive in, you guys, welcome back to this mind-blowing video. This is Christine, your lady, the lady who says I cannot hold a smartphone and I beg for bread. Let me beg for something else. Let me beg for $50 and above, $100, 20, but not for bread. So in today's video, a special thank you to Megan, special thank you to Jaws, special thank you to all individuals that have been really on our case. You people, you're really giving us embarrassment. You're giving us that embarrassment of being loved. I love you so much, you guys. Thank you for your engagement. Engagement brings us closer to the algorithm love. So you take it. Really, you take it. Let's dive in and see exactly what to do. But this is a disclaimer, guys. I'm not a financial consultant. I'm not licensed to give you these tips. You can also go down back and research on your own. But these are the things that have worked for me and have worked for some people aside. For you to think about getting $1 million, 1,050, whatever, you have to first think about starting content. And starting content, you need this. One, you need a smartphone or you need a camera. So here, we don't beat around the bush. You don't need a fancy camera, by the way. You don't need a phone that came out recent that has everything like iPhone Pro Max, iPhone 16. No, you need a camera. A camera, your smartphone that you hold in your hands. One, if it is in position, take good photos. Even if it is taking a bit of photos, then you focus on good lighting and clear sound of your phone. That's all. Majority of us are thinking for me to start being or a journey of being content creator, I need to have something big. This one, I'm going to give it 99 out of 100 that it's a must. You need this. Then the first one that takes 100% that you need is idea, is the zeal. The idea, before you get an idea, before you focus on it and say, Christine, oh me, Christine, I want to be a social media entrepreneur. Of course, you're not going to think about camera. So you need to first get the idea. Then the third one, no, it will be the third, yeah. The second, I've given it 100 of 100. That is the idea. It's a must. You have to have it. The third one, you need a clear niche. Because a clear niche, I can twist it and call it passion. Your passion. Your passion drives you to what you need. So this $1 million question that I've been asked, Christine, can you tell me exactly, like right now, if I want to be a social media entrepreneur, I go back home, what should I do? First, you need a clear passion. When you have a passion, do you have a passion in lifestyle? You have a passion in finance? You have a passion in the tutorials, in motivation? Name it. You need a clear niche. Why do you need a clear niche? What you do, what you love talking about, makes you a go-ahead It will not give you a burnout. You'll wake up from the bed, you'll come out of here, and whenever someone tells you something, you make up and do something. It's simple. It's not a hassle. So, what do you love talking about or doing is very great. Most of us say they don't have content, but you love cooking. Sometimes I sit down and say, I have a lot of content, but manpower is little. So you can do cooking. You say you don't have what to talk about or what to give the public, but you love preaching the gospel. Then tell people about God, about Christ, how to turn to Christ. So, e.g., these niches include fashion, food, tech reviews, motivation, lifestyle, all these ones. So people know what to expect from your content if you think about your passion. Like people now, whenever they see me, they think about I'm going to talk about money. Yes, there are two things I do, but major it's about money. So this is it. Then you need consistency and time. If you know you don't have consistency and time, by the way, what I'm giving you is a package that will take you to the next level. If you don't have consistency, if you cannot get time for your content, stop it. Don't do it. Because it is a job on its own. It's a business on its own. You have to sit down and say, no, I need to do this. I need to do the other. You're giving a service, by the way. You're teaching, but at the same time, you expect rewards. So if you're doing, like for example, if it was a traditional job, a traditional business, you're going to open a shop. If you're opening a shop, it means you want to give people the product that they are in need of. And in return, you're getting something. You're not there for free. So this is it. If you don't need to be consistent, if you can't create time, forget it. Because you'll not get rewards. And in the end, you'll be having burnout, you'll be demoralized. You'll think this one doesn't work, Facebook doesn't work, YouTube doesn't work, TikTok. No, it's for fun. There is no platform that is for fun. It's you who is making it be like for fun. But there's nothing like for fun. Before, the developers knew what they were doing, and people who are smart are getting it right. I wrote here, content creation is like farming. What do I mean farming? You plant, if you put a plant there, a plant is your post. Water is engagement. And wait. When you're waiting, you grow. There are some people who don't want to wait. You're growing. I've been in this field for 3 years. I'm growing. So when I'm giving you a testimony, I'm telling you from experience. You don't need to be perfect, by the way. The only thing you need persistence. Then the fifth is about basic editing tools. I want to tell you something. We always see people talk. You join my class. I'm a pro. I know how to edit this. But you people, I advise people, if you've not yet known what you want to do, if you've not yet known this is exactly, I want to do this business, don't go for that. Don't pay for any class. Don't pay for any class here on social media platform, including me. I cannot pay when I've not yet known. I've told you, social media content creation is like a business. So imagine, before you develop the idea, you conceive it, I'm taking this, can I do it? You decide, you go and say, okay, let me go and train myself to be a motivational speaker. Then afterwards, you find it's not your field. It means that money is lost. But the moment you decide to finish, now it's where basic editing tools comes in. These basic editing tools, anyone can access them. You can train yourself. Then later, when you see, like now, after 1 year, you've already started doing this. You want to make it a full time. Then you go for a course. You join these groups. You join these people who are telling you, I'm a pro in teaching people. They also started from somewhere. So also you start from somewhere. Then later you continue and pay for facilitation, pay for mastering all this. What are the best editing skills, editing best apps? We have CapCut. CapCut, everyone knows it. We have Canva. We have InShot. InShot in videos, it does this. We have graphics. All these ones, we have a clean, simple editing makes your content more attractive. So get it from me today. These are simple editing apps that are both free and premium. It depends on what you want to do. So you gauge and see. If I don't want a watermark, Let me give you a gist on these trainings that you always see people advertising. If you want to be a content creator, come and join, blah blah blah. You guys, you need to first understand, do you want to do it? There's this gentleman from India. He contacted me. He was following me. He said, I want to start a YouTube channel. I said, okay, I'm going to help you. I gave him the bill. I will do it. I did it. I pushed it up to 500 something subscribers. But I would tell him, please, I want you to know how to do all this. Try to understand, because you're not going to sit there. You don't have a lot of money to sit and they do it for you. You need to be immersed. I say, you need to learn how to edit. You need to learn how to do this. You need to learn the basics. He's like, okay, I will learn. He did not learn. And where I stopped the YouTube channel is where it is. That is his mind. And he paid me what I did. So I give you also an example of me, myself. Me, I started with other people. I have my manager, my team, my editors. People were doing it. I was green. I didn't know anything. But the good thing I learned was from my manager. He told me, learn. Did I go to school to learn this? No. I learned from online. Everything you see here online, you can learn from there. Unless you are not intending to be a social media entrepreneurship. The only thing I advise you not to look for is how to okwito muntu. But other things, everything is there. Everything is there. You can learn from there. So go and learn from CapCut. How do I edit? How do I do this? The moment you learn, you start posting and you really know that now this is my job. I'm taking social media entrepreneurship as part of my job, as full-time side hustle. Then is the time you can say, Christine, how can I do this? Is the time you can also look for the people advertising themselves, even if it is $2. If you put it there when you have not yet kwezula, when you've not yet decided, you're wasting money. So go there. We have free editing apps like now I've told you, Canva, CapCut, all this one. Get them, download them, learn them, and start. That is one of it. The sixth one is internet and platform knowledge. Internet and platform knowledge. My dear, no one will teach you all these things in one day, in 1 month, in 1 year. That's a pure lie. They are giving you the basics, that the same things you're getting freely on social media. Just get someone you follow very well. Because internet and platform knowledge, for example, understand the platform you're using. You will come here and pay money and I tell you I'm going to teach you about YouTube. What will I teach you that you'll exhaust? You will not exhaust. Everything, every day things are coming. So when you start and get knowledge about it by yourself, then later you get other tricks, like especially the tricks of editing, taking videos. How good do I edit? How good do I do this? So this is what you need to know. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you learn about trends, you learn about how the algorithm works, and even how to post strategically. So guys, this is a quick note for you. You don't need to be rich to start. You don't need to go to an institution to start. Don't be like us who took masters in history and you're there. You've not even done anything with that. So you don't need to go for training to start. You need the idea right now. You can pick one of the channel you follow. As you follow, you don't take all. When you hear, go and research. This is where we talk about making time for your business. This is business. You don't just start with what you have. Most $1 million creators began with 0 followers. So there's someone who was telling me yesterday, Christine, how will I get YouTube followers? Then how did you get Facebook followers? How did you get the same thing you're doing here is the same thing you can do here? So now do you know that I've answered your $1 million question that you've been asking? You want to still start? If you still want to start, these 6 major points, I rate them together. Just go, pick your phone, pick your niche, be consistent, learn editing skills, have knowledge about all these social media platforms. And there we go. See in another video.